Get ready. It's time. Christina, Lisa, Amy, and Lauren. Welcome to the Cimorelli podcast.
Hey, I'm Christina.
I'm Lisa.
I'm Amy.
I'm Lauren.
And we're Cimorelli. Welcome back to
the Cimorelli podcast. Oh my gosh. It's been so long. It's been like 3 hair colors for me.
Honestly, same.
Can't believe it.
Didn't we last do it?
I feel like it's been like 8 hair colors.
What?
We last filmed it.
It's been 1 hair color for me.
No, we last.
And it's
Never mind.
confusing because
I don't know.
April was our last one that we filmed.
Oh, yeah. 3 hair colors.
No.
2 hair colors.
Was it March?
Look, we don't know.
March or April.
We don't know.
Okay,
been a minute,
whatever.
bros.
Doesn't matter. Hello, you guys. Welcome to episode 2, Patreon only.
Hey,
Thank you guys so much for supporting us. We love our patrons so much. I'm really excited you guys get this
They're the reason
episode.
for the season.
The reason.
So let me give you a little rundown, get you excited for the show. So we're going to tell you our unpopular opinions. We're going to tell you how we got over our worst breakups. And then we're going to have Amy's current crisis.
Guys, I'm just saying, I've got a pretty spectacular, splendiferous crisis for you today.
Can't wait. We love a good crisis.
I'm also hanging on by my pinky toenail, so.
Hanging on to what? Your sanity?
I really hate that visual. I really hate picturing a toenail that's that sharp. I don't like that.
Look,
but anyway.
That's all I'm hanging on by, ladies.
All right, great.
That's all we got.
So let's jump right into the. This is the one that I want to say that I think Lisa recommended this one.
I said it as an idea, and you said it was boring.
And Lisa said, "No, we should do that every episode." I was like, "No." So now we're doing. What did you have for breakfast? Every episode.
Because it changes, and it's cool to keep up
Does
with
it
people.
change?
I mean, it doesn't change for me,
All right,
but
Lisa,
for everyone
since
else.
you love it so much, why don't you start?
I had a yogurt, Chobani flips, where you add the little toppings. I believe I had chocolate haze craze, where it's like kind of chocolatey yogurt with like hazelnuts and little chocolate chips. Oh, it's so good.
Wow.
It really like brought joy to my morning.
you just had yogurt?
I just had
That's
yogurt.
what I was thinking. Wow.
Okay.
Good for you.
I like breakfast. Okay, mine.
Wait.
had-
I also took my multivitamin gummy and 2 fiber chewables, which is the highlight of my morning.
Love
Because they
it.
taste
You.
like candy, but that's it.
I had pumpkin French toast,
Ooh,
2 slices,
Whoa.
and strawberries. That was it.
Wow. I had 2 eggs.
Oh, I saw your breakfast.
What style?
And wait, and a bagel with
Don't
blackberry?
showbiz her.
Yes. But hang on. I
Go.
had 2 eggs.
What
I don't
style?
remember.
Fried.
What does that mean?
Not fry them.
It
love
means
it.
you just crack it on and then you
Oh, wait.
Break
break
the yolk so it cooks.
It's like
and then
over
you
easy,
like
but actually
leave
cooked.
it and then you flip it.
yolk.
Yeah, we
So
cannot
not
have
scrambled.
creepy eggs.
I learned that. Well, not I learned it, but I really did learn it. When I went to Cuba, they made us fried eggs every morning. I was like, this is so good. All I ever ate was scrambled, and then I was like, this
I
is
love
really
fried
good.
I used to make
So
fried
anyway,
egg
I made
sandwiches
2
all
fried
the time.
eggs
Love it.
with avocado and
Love it.
guacamole salsa.
Love it.
And then a half a bagel with blackberry preserves.
Ooh.
Oh.
If Lauren eats it, most likely I'll eat it. 99.9.
And some orange juice.
If Lauren jumped
with
off a bridge, would you jump too, Christina?
Guys,
Maybe.
let's just keep it light. Amy,
Okay.
go.
So this is not going to change. I guarantee you this will be the same thing every time we do this.
Yes.
Wow.
This is my breakfast. I've been eating it for a year, 2, who knows? Basically every single day. There's been a
I don't
quiche
even know what it
thrown in there. How do you not know?
Oh,
watch
I
you
eat
God.
2 eggs. They're in the
style?
middle of. Well, see, here's the thing. They're just kind of in the middle of fried and not fried. Like they're fried kind of, but they're just kind of. I don't know. It's strange.
Okay.
So I have 2 eggs and I have a piece of toast with avocado and goat cheese,
Oh.
and maybe some arugula. That's all.
Look at you
Every
guys.
single day.
I've never seen that.
Because I don't eat while you're downstairs usually. Because I eat
Yeah,
early.
Lauren.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like an early.
Wait, I also want to preface. I
Wow.
just realized my breakfast sounds really small. I ate at like 10 and I just ate again because I have small things more often because I got used to it from my diabetes diet when I was parganante. I had to eat every 2 hours. So I got used to that, like small things more frequently instead of a huge meal and then nothing for 6 hours.
Okay, that makes sense.
So that's why. It's more like just a snack constantly.
Look,
That's what I do.
I
but
for
kinda
one
like meals more.
did not find that segment boring.
I loved it.
So if you would like to comment below
Everyone,
that you didn't find
say
it
it with
boring
me.
either.
Say it with me. Jerk, jerk, jerk,
No,
jerk, jerk.
I'm an anti-bullying advocate.
Look, all I'm saying is, if you found it entertaining, you could just comment that you found it entertaining. That's
Thank
all.
you.
Don't do that.
Or comment
please.
jerk, jerk, jerk. All right, so
Okay, can we move on?
Yes.
Can we move
maybe.
All right, now that we got through the worst segment, let's go to the next segment, which is
rude.
what is one of your most unpopular opinions? Let's start with this side this time.
Okay,
Yeah, I feel like you
I was
have a
thinking
lot.
about this, and it's not really an opinion. It's more of an unpopular habit that everyone can
What?
guess what I'm going to say right now.
I don't know.
I don't heat up leftovers when I eat them. Never have, never will. Don't do it.
Yeah, that is a
Creeps
little
me
bit
out.
disturbed.
You
I'm kinda
like
with you.
cold food. Is
Yeah.
the
Yeah, I
thing.
guess that's
the
what it is.
unpopular
Hey,
opinion.
I'll
Because
do
it's
that too.
better. I don't know
she thinks
why.
it's better.
It just tastes good to me.
Sometimes it does. Cold pizza, cold chicken, cold
Microwaving
pasta.
Cold
food,
chicken?
First
cold
of all,
pasta is
I've
actually a
never heard
thing.
anyone say
it's
cold
pasta
chicken.
salad. Have
Yeah.
you ever had a pasta salad?
Yeah.
That's fine, but cold chicken?
Oh yeah,
In
I'll
your
eat it.
salad, have you ever had those? Hello, bro. You
It's
take
good.
it out of the fridge. You
It's
pop it
cold.
in. I don't know
Do you
what's wrong
heat
with
the
you.
chicken before you put it in your salad? Let me say that warm
No.
chicken on salad.
Disgusting.
Not
horrible.
true.
Disgusting.
You're crazy. All right, Lauren, go.
Oh, you know what's the worst is like
Gosh.
half warm like rice bowl. Oh.
Wait, are we going one at a time, or do we say a bunch of opinions and then on to the next person? Like, should Amy say another, or should we go down?
I
the
mean,
line?
she
you
could
have
say
multiple?
another if she
I
Do we
don't.
have
I
multiple
don't. But I was just
ones?
wondering.
I mean, you don't have to, but if you have another, you could say it.
All right. Well,
I feel too on the spot. I can't think of any right now. I'm a plan ahead kind of
Are these all going to be food related? Because I thought of a food related one.
I don't know.
I don't know how unpopular this is, but I think that it is. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But
Okay.
personally, I felt that The Fault in Our Stars was not that deep.
Oh, okay.
I
I agree with that assertion.
and the metaphor you see thing, it's not that deep.
No.
I'm sorry if that like changed your life as
Oh.
a teen, but it didn't change mine.
You know what?
I'm
I
sorry.
will agree. Even though I read all of his books, I found them to be good, but I found his writing to be a bit.
Pretentious?
Yes, that was the word I was thinking of. Because it's like, okay, bro.
Yeah,
Okay,
don't
bro.
get me wrong. I cried in the movie.
Yeah,
it was
it's
sad,
a good story.
well-made film, but
The writing, his
it
writing
was
is good.
not the deepest
It's just pretentious
thing I ever
to me,
saw.
personally. Yeah.
I remember that I saw that movie, but I don't remember seeing it. It's a blank
Actually,
Kind of
slate.
same
you
here.
know
I was kind
what?
of confused.
I think I didn't see the movie. I can't recall.
What? Why would
much
you?
I read
conflict?
the book. No,
why
I read the
would
book.
you not see that movie?
Do you think I like movies like
You
that? I don't
see
like movies with
everything.
bad endings.
You
I
watch
don't.
everything that
no,
comes
no,
out.
I
She
specifically
doesn't watch if it's too
I
much
read
conflict.
the Wikipedia if I want to know. I don't watch movies. Oh, is this an unpopular opinion? I don't watch movies that have bad endings. I just don't. I
Yes.
don't need that in my life. It makes me depressed.
What do you
and
mean bad ending?
Like
Look,
a sad ending.
yeah,
There's a
no.
movie
Can't
that
watch.
was. I won't say what it's called 'cause it's a bit much, but I saw it where it's just like there's a whole mystery, the whole movie, and it never gets solved.
Yeah,
That
no.
is a bad
I hate
ending.
That's
that.
stupid. I hate
Everyone's
that.
like, oh, you're just supposed to like come to your own conclusion.
No.
Because there was one question the whole movie, and you think it's going to get answered.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's
What
like
was
it
the
was
Yeah, it's
a
like,
good
hello.
job as the writer
Oh,
to
to
come
come
to
to
the
one
conclusion.
job.
Come
And it's
on.
also
Not
that's
me.
the reason I don't watch the Titanic. No,
Because it's
yeah, it was
sad?
overrated.
no, just because the
Okay,
ending is
all right.
bad.
Okay, so I don't think mine are that dramatic, but because I don't think you guys think it's dramatic. This is the easy one. Easy one. Soda is trash. Tastes like trash. Should
No.
never be ingested ever.
That is untrue.
Not for
false,
humans.
It just tastes disgusting.
defamatory.
I love it.
Wrong.
It's so disgusting.
I love
Why
a
would
good
you-
soda.
I don't think you realize like soda and like sugary drinks are like the top tier of life's experiences to me.
For
I'm
Lauren
not
Christine.
even kidding. I love them.
She lived,
Wow.
laugh, loves them.
I do
the
know that
top
though.
tier. It is like the
life's
lowest tier of
experience.
experience
more,
for me.
Oh, it's-
look, more than like a dessert or ice cream, whatever. Like a
No, no,
nice cold
Wow.
Can of pop. Just kidding.
Wait, you guys
I
just found
don't get it.
you guys just found the place where your tastes don't overlap.
That's the point.
Except for the way that she feels about soda is the way that you feel about like lemonade.
No, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
She likes it more than a dessert or whatever. It's not the same. Wow. They're
You're
not
right.
twins.
That
You
is
heard
the
it here.
place. That is the place we really.
Especially like a specialty soda,
Partners.
Italian soda.
No, I agree with you.
Okay, that's slightly maybe I could think about, but the rest of like the normal sodas
I
everyone
think
drinks
about-
every day, no. Nope.
Look,
nope,
I
nope.
agree that I
Okay.
love them, but
I just think it's so gross.
drink them once in a blue moon. But I do love them.
I just
yeah,
don't
it's
think
not
they
like
taste
every
good.
day. I'm like chug.
Oh, I have them like 4 times a
I
year.
used to have a root beer
but-
like every day for like a month.
Girl.
Because
you
I wanted
copied
to feel
me.
free. No, I did.
You literally did. You said I saw that you bought root beer, so I bought it.
I felt
You
like
told
I
me
was
that.
allowed to buy it. Look,
I feel like
Oh,
we're
because our parents wouldn't let us have
Yeah.
soda in our house.
yeah.
Ooh.
So I felt like I wasn't allowed to buy like
See, I
junk
didn't
food
care
and
about that
soda.
one.
And then when I saw Lauren buying it, I was like, oh, wait, I am.
Well, I could open your mind.
See, then
you
there's
for
me.
opening.
The second I got out of the house, I bought s'mores ingredients and I had
Yeah.
them for dinner.
That's
like,
what I
every
basically did.
night.
I did not
S'mores
do
for
that.
I
dinner.
feel like I got like cereal.
Wow.
Like
yeah, we
a
weren't allowed to
sugary
like
cereal.
Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to phrase this one. Let's see. I was just thinking of what do people. I was like, how do I think of an unpopular opinion? Okay, what do people like roast me for the most? What?
I have another one. Music festivals, not fun.
Not
wait,
fun.
don't you have one
A lot
that
of
you've
people
been to?
say that actually though. Laura.
Unfun.
Have
A
you
lot of
been to
people
one?
on Instagram or
Yes.
YouTube are like,
They're just so overwhelming.
What did you go to?
I went to Warped Tour.
Oh, I love Warped Tour.
okay, a lot of people do say that online
I
now.
hate
They're
them.
like, it's a trick, and everyone's like faking kind of
I
thing.
feel like it's
Well,
a trap.
I don't know
I have
that
seen people
everyone's
say that.
faking, but
I
if
think
I
people
was
do have a
there, I
blast.
would be faking. Ooh, no, not fun.
I don't think you'd be faking. I'd be like, this sucks.
No, I would say
You
get me
wouldn't
out
be
of here.
faking.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, I've seen people say like a lot of people like try to make it look more fun and try to actually just make themselves have more fun too. Like, I know I'm having a great time. And then when they actually face themselves, they're like, that was overwhelming.
I think the ones like
Yeah.
Coachella and stuff definitely apply
It's just a giant
because
fashion
anyone
show.
feels like
Festival,
I think
it's
people
too
feel like they're
much.
supposed to be there and then they're supposed to be having a blast. So they're
it's like pressure.
it's one of those things where you actually look around and everyone's like this.
There's so much
Yeah,
But
that's
then their
lame.
posts are like, yeah, but actually everyone's on their phone. Any situation where everyone's on their phone is not fun, okay?
No.
Ooh,
No.
That's true.
It's because and everyone's trying to make it look fun because it's not fun.
that's a really good.
They take
I
the
love
pics the
Warped
whole
Tour.
time because they're bored.
When it existed, I loved Warped Tour and I love like, you know, any kind of thing where it's like, oh, there's
It's
all these
just too
bands that I
much.
love. I like it. You just gotta take breaks.
just
You gotta
too
get in the
I know,
shade.
the break
Gotta
is
drink
like
water.
a couple months between concerts.
No, in the
That's
day.
like-
Oh
She's
my
like more
God.
than one concert in a day.
Oh,
It's too
okay,
much.
okay. Well, that's
you
fine.
know what?
I just say I
agree
like
with
it.
that.
Is
That
it my
is a
turn?
lot.
No, you
my
always
other
say another one.
Okay, I was saying my other one. I was thinking of what people roast me for. So now I was thinking, how's this an unpopular opinion? Okay, unpopular opinion. But I feel like maybe it's not anymore.
An unpopular
It used to
Let's
be.
just hear
Okay,
it,
what?
like-
And used to be is that something about going to bed early
is fun.
is fun.
I like it.
Is
Staying up
better
late sucks.
is better than
Staying up late.
I feel like when people
Why?
get older, they agree with that,
Yeah.
and young people hate it.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
still kind of do get roasted for it though.
Well,
yeah.
don't you go to bed at like 7?
But
Because it's gone early.
you get
No,
roasted
like
by
8.
who though?
Oh.
Mom.
No.
What are they gonna do? Be like, you need to stay up all night.
You go.
Some moms do.
Yeah, bro, you're a mom.
But I feel like people should agree with
But
that
I
one.
think what's unpopular though is that you always were like that. Not just
Yeah.
because you're old now, no offense, and
Yeah.
not just because you're
I
a
knew
mom.
I always knew something was wrong when Christina was awake at like 10:30. I was like, she's
Yeah.
going through a crisis. This is not
or
right.
I had some phases where I was like, I'm gonna try living like a normal teenager or whatever,
Yeah.
or a normal 20 whatever year old.
No.
I should try this
No,
out.
you were off the rails.
After a while, I was like, this is
Couldn't
like
take
in
it.
college when I would do homework later, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I can't go to bed till midnight almost every night now. I can't believe I'm living like a normal person.
horrible.
And after a while, I was like, you know what, I hate this.
You gotta do homework
hate it.
early.
Okay, I have an unpopular opinion. It's more like regional because some
Regional?
people, yeah, some people will agree with me in like
I'm
I don't
nervous.
know, other
Idaho?
places where I don't see this as much. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. You tell me. But particularly where we live in Tennessee, in Nashville, a lot of people wear these. I hate flat brimmed hats. I knew you were gonna say that. This is no listen. This
Or
is
not
no
who
roast to
specifically.
Catherine. Catherine has one.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
Oh,
The
not
ones
like
that
a
like this.
snapback.
Like
Yes.
Like
It's
a sun hat.
it's like a cowboy hat that got run over.
the
It's very
boho
structured.
influencer hat.
Yeah, it's very
It's
structured.
good when Kath wears
It's
it.
not floppy. Well, look, this is her personal choice. Like, she probably hates green hair. That's fine.
Oh,
you don't have
you're
to have
saying-
green hair.
Okay.
This is just my feelings. And I don't look at her and be like, I want to kill you. But when I see them everywhere, it doesn't make me feel good. And if I imagine myself wearing one, I feel like I look like Dad in the 90s. Because he used to wear them. That is when Dad had these flat hats, and once in a while he'd go out and wear them. That's what the style is. It's not Christian Girl Autumn. It's Dad in the 90s, okay?
I love it.
Like, I'm going hunting or I'm going on a drive in my
like Park
oversized-
Ranger?
Wait,
Yeah,
yes,
kinda.
yes, and you would wear that.
Yeah, it's just...
I-
And you know what? This is my other thing is I've never seen someone and be like, wow, that hat makes you look so much better. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, some people
I
put
feel like Kath, it did
well,
elevate
no,
her.
it's not that it looks bad, but I'm saying I'm not like, wow, you look beautiful with the hat, but take it off, it's ugly. Do you know what I mean? Like, some people like, okay,
I feel
put
like
a
it
ball cap.
elevated her looks on her worst
Well,
days.
okay, good for her.
In pregnancy.
Good for you.
It was you weren't there. In
I wasn't
pregnancy,
there.
she'd come and then she put that and be like, wow, elevated.
And again, it's not a commentary on her, okay? It's more about, and she wears it a different way, okay?
She
I'm
wears
just
it in a
saying,
very different way.
when I see it, I'm just like, you didn't need it. Okay. That's all.
I mean, I get that.
I'm telling you, when I saw Catherine, I was like, she needed that.
Well, good for her. And if you wear them, continue to wear them. That is your prerogative, okay?
I feel like for some reason that our following does not wear them. I could be wrong.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
feel like you
It
guys
feels-
don't wear them.
Doesn't it feel regional? It
Yes.
doesn't feel like everyone everywhere wears them.
It
No,
feels
you're
like
right.
more
If I
specific.
live in
to
New
New
York,
York.
I don't feel like I'm going to see
though.
them.
I feel like
It's more like an
personality.
aesthetic that I don't think we
No,
attract.
because I'm saying
feel
if
like
you go
in
to
New
New
York,
York, who's wearing a
That
hat?
certain type. Christian Girl Autumn.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Go to LA, who's wearing that?
That
People.
type. Christian Girl Autumn.
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
I
they
think
do
that's
exist.
fair.
They
It's
do
throughout
exist.
the nation.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's
it's
just a lot more
everywhere.
sparse versus
Yeah,
in the
no, that's true.
South
in
and
the
the
South,
Midwest.
everyone's Christian Girl Autumn.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Okay.
Anyway,
very
that's
interesting.
my hot take.
Love that for you.
That's very interesting. Okay, so we're now going to do our main topic.
Our topic
Which
of
is-
We
conversation.
said we're not gonna do.
We're now
not
going to do. I mean, is it our main one? I think.
Yes.
I'm like,
bread
is this
and
the main
cheese.
one or is it going to be the same as one for
Wait,
whatever?
why
It
do
doesn't
you want
really
to say
matter.
like it's your bread and butter? Shouldn't it be like your meat and cheese? The bread and butter's not the main thing.
I can't
no,
say I
the-
know why.
Potato. Meat and potatoes.
Meat and potatoes,
What?
yeah.
No,
but
bread
also-
and butter is
Bread
a
and
thing
butter's
too.
like the thing on
No,
the cherry
no,
on
no.
that's
top.
what
People
people
say when their main source of income is referred to as their bread and butter. Like, oh, this is my bread and butter, but really it should be your meat and potatoes.
If you
Anyway,
eat a bread and butter sandwich, you're not gonna be full.
it's not about sandwich. It's just like that's not a meal. So why
Yeah,
is it
exactly.
your main squeeze? All you eat is bread and butter. I don't know. Sorry.
Maybe
Okay.
it's from like the olden times. I don't know.
It has to be from the olden times. It's not from
I love the
2010.
olden
Okay, so let's
times.
go to how we moved on from our worst breakups.
Love that. Woo.
That's a great question. Well, personally, I don't know that I have actually because they were so traumatic. I'm still moving on in
Picking up the
therapy.
pieces.
Yeah.
So, okay, and if you're
wait,
saying
you have
like,
to define moved on. Like, don't care
That's
about
a
the
great
person
question.
anymore.
Let's
oh well, let
define
me tell you
moved
this:
on.
as soon as we broke up, I didn't care about them anymore. Cause I was like, you ruined my life. I was,
Yeah, it's
I was a
not-
cold dead thing. As soon as you broke up, goodbye. You ruined my life. I'm so much happier and free now.
Moved on is like not stuck on that person anymore.
But I am stuck
On the
in
trauma.
my
You're on
trauma.
that
That's
habit.
different. That's different. Because that's a personal
No, so
journey.
maybe I think we're saying who's the person for you that was the hardest to move on
get
from,
over.
and how did you do it?
Okay,
the hardest
'cause
person
that
to
is
stop
different.
being
'Cause
obsessed
everyone wants to
with.
know, how do I
That's-
stop being obsessed
Yes.
with this person? I can't stop thinking about it.
We're talking about like emotionally like clingy.
That's a good thing that we
breakup.
define
Okay,
that.
okay, hardest to move on from breakup, not worst breakup.
Yes. Yeah.
Then. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
let's
it's just worse in a different way.
Yeah,
Okay.
worst because it wrecked your heart.
See,
that
those are
way.
the ones where it wasn't exactly a breakup for me.
Yes.
That was like when you get ghosted, when it's like,
Hey, but
almost
same
is
deal.
never enough, and you're just like, oh, what could have been? And that's why they keep you on the hook for so long.
On the hook. Yeah, but that's what people are looking for. Advice for that kind of situation.
Well, yeah, and
Yeah.
I would say for me, that's more what the situation was.
Okay, so
let's see.
what did you do? How did you stop stalking them, obsessing
I'm trying.
over them?
I don't think I wrote a bunch of songs about it. And then one day, I got very serious with myself.
Oh, girl, you
and
gotta.
I said, stop. Stop it right now. I clearly remember doing this multiple times. I'm sitting in my car talking to myself. Actually, no. This is the thing. I'm ashamed to admit this, but I know that you guys do this too. Which you guys already know this. When I would be so delusional in my brain that like I'd be driving my car and I couldn't just live my life. I would be like, what if they were in my car with me right now? And
we all do it.
But I would do it like I literally couldn't snap out of that though. Of like
That's hard.
Thinking no, okay, it's not like I literally.
You're
thought
saying
that
literally.
They were there.
What do you say?
I couldn't snap out of it. Is what was literally.
So
not literally. I looked and I was like,
Lauren,
there you are, right there.
Do you see this person in the room right now? Like, what are you saying?
I'm saying, I'd be like, okay, stop
did you
thinking about
believe they were in the car?
No.
Okay.
But
so you
it
were
was like,
but
I
you
was
wish
stuck in that fantasy of like, oh, I wish they were with me.
You just couldn't stop.
And I couldn't stop.
Okay.
Like, act like, you know.
You said that.
Oh, what would I do if they were here right now? I couldn't stop acting like that in the car.
Okay.
I couldn't just live on my own. So anyway, sitting in my car.
Very interesting.
And I was like, stop it right now. You have to stop. Like, it's been long enough. I wrote all the songs. I cried. I blah, blah, blah to my friends for 40 hours, probably literally. Blah, blah, blah. What
I will
happened?
tell you
Blah,
that's
blah, blah,
a very
blah.
accurate number.
That is accurate. And then I just said stop. And so every time I thought about them, I stopped.
You retrained
I
your
just
brain.
stop all day. And this is hard
Stop.
work. Okay, this is not if you're not actually ready to move on. So don't think that you can just lie to yourself and be like, yeah, I want to move on. No. This is if you actually really want to move on. You're like that.
You're ready to accept it,
you
basically.
accept that it's never gonna happen. And that's where you have to get to. You know, you cry, talk. And I get to a point where this is never gonna happen. They don't like me. They don't care. It's not gonna work. And then I just get to work. Stop in my head all day, literally. Stop. And eventually, I didn't have to do that anymore because my brain was used to switching to something else.
Stop. Yeah.
So that's what I did.
Building off of what Lauren said, you really have to.
How did you do it?
Yeah, no, I'm saying I have the same, same kind of vibe.
Oh, all right.
Like, okay, whatever. After whatever. Anyway,
Similar to what Lauren said.
so
Okay.
you go, and then you're like,
Amy, don't hit the table.
oh my gosh.
Look, we're just
No,
gonna
it's
address it.
not
That
at you.
and
And
if
if you're
can't
gonna
hit
yell,
the
just
table.
turn to the side.
Look, I know, guys. I'm sorry. I have to read.
We're getting back into this podcast.
Look,
flow.
no, I have to readjust to all this.
Okay.
Anyway, so then, wait, where was I?
So your worst breakup.
So
what did you do?
you get broken up with. Your life, crash, boom, bang, 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 dead.
No, this is
In
not a
an
general
instant.
story. This is
is
you,
you,
Amy.
What happened?
No, I'm
happened to
starting.
you?
At
You're
the
saying
beginning.
you. So
You
you say
meeting me.
I got.
It's okay. You're not asking for
Amy,
a
if
friend.
you gotta
Yeah,
yell,
no,
just turn to the
you.
side.
Okay.
It'll help a lot.
Guys, I told you I'm tap dancing on my last toenail.
That's not what you said.
That's a weird one, too. What on earth? Okay. That's a really weird one to picture.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'm gonna come back to
Maybe
it.
I should go.
You want someone else to go?
Would you like to take a break?
Okay.
Are you going to cry? Are you okay? Just take a deep breath.
Okay, so where was I? Okay, so I crashed, bang, 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 died. Then
Well, what happened though?
Yeah,
well, it's like
actually?
it's you stop
You got in a
talking
car
for
accident?
whatever
Who?
reason
What reason?
with the person.
What person?
The person.
I.
Oh, you were generalizing, so I was generalizing.
No.
Anyway.
Tell
So
the story.
this person leaves. They
Who left?
Say his name. No, I don't get it.
I'm just kidding.
okay. The boy in question left. He had to leave the
you.
state.
Oh,
because
he
he was
left.
going to
Sounds
a
like you were
different place.
married with kids.
No, he just lived in a different place.
You
Okay.
moved to a new state. Okay.
Yeah.
So you couldn't be together anymore.
Yes. And then I was like, first I was like, oh, I'm fine. That's how it always goes.
You're
I was
lying
like,
to
I don't care. I don't like it. Girl, you're lying. So I'm like, I don't care. I'm fine. I'm talking to Lauren. I'm like, I'm fine. I don't care.
yourself. I was like, no, you ain't.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, ha, 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 ha. And though it always takes me a good few days, weeks, months, year to set in that I'm not fine and be
It took you
honest.
like months to be like, oh, I actually miss him.
Yeah, it took me a long time. And then I realized when I had to, when it hit me, oh my gosh,
She's coping with humor.
Yeah, what?
I told you.
Yeah, what on
gosh,
earth?
I'm sad.
Are you a comedian?
Anyway, guys, back to my stand-up show. Anyway,
So back to your deepest pain.
Yeah, this is really like a comedian.
This sucks. I'm gonna die. The world is dead. I'm dead. First, you turn on. You said you'd always be there. Now you're gone.
Great song.
Yeah, Where It All Ended by Catherine Cimorelli. And you cry. And then you drive. And then you cry. But you pull over while you're crying. So you're not driving dangerously. And then you go to a sad
Safety
place.
officer.
You sit there. You journal.
What
you
sad
journal.
place?
What, the cemetery?
A parking garage roof. A cul-de-sac lookout. Take your pick. A roof in general.
What was
Sounds
your pick?
sad. It just
All
sounds
of those.
isolated.
Okay.
Sounds like sentimental.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like pretty, like
pretty.
aesthetic.
You need
alone.
to have a view of the sky. You cannot be
Yeah.
indoors.
No, you
Because
can't.
this pain cannot be enclosed.
That's so true for mine too.
Yeah.
You have to like look up at the stars.
You need
That
to be
is
like,
Because
so weird.
looking into the distance helps you think. The farther you can see, the farther you can
yeah,
see.
it's like the
Get
world
it?
is wider than my
Wait, that was pretty
issues
deep.
Wow, thank you.
Wow.
That was pretty deep.
for her. Anyway, so then you cry
And that was
and you
true.
journal.
Very
I
true.
cry. I journal. I sit
I
in
mean,
my
this
room.
is like therapy where the therapist like talking tries to get you to talk about your feelings and not keep deflecting.
All I'm saying is I don't do that in therapy.
When they're like, when
okay?
they say, when she says to me, slash, I think she said to you, that same thing, maybe all of us. You're talking from.
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
you're talking about your feelings,
Not from
but you need to be
feelings.
talking from your feelings.
No, they
No one
never said
told
that
me
to
that because
You-
I
I feel
no,
like you
I go into
talked to me
therapy and
about
burst
that.
into tears.
In the old days, when we saw someone who started with an S.
I
No,
remember
she
that.
didn't say that to
No,
me.
that was about.
I swear, Lisa and I talked about
I've never
this.
done therapy about
Because
my
you
feelings.
explained me that really well.
But I do it in normal life.
Talking
Yes, I learned that I do that.
about
Yeah,
and
I
it took
yes.
me many moons to learn how to
talk
talk
from your
my
feelings, not about.
I didn't realize we were talking about my feelings.
But we don't need to do that.
Anyway,
right now.
we're not.
We don't have to.
You
do it.
don't have to.
We are not.
So
we
you
I'm just
went
saying
to
it's
a
like that.
parking
So you go,
garage,
you cry, you
went
journal.
to-
And you journaled.
Yeah.
And then you want to talk to them a lot, and then months go by and you don't talk to them, and then you see them, and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna die. And then you have to go back and you journal. And you know what? Lauren taught me. Sometimes you just have to reach out. And it's okay.
That's how you
No
move on
one
sometimes.
will kill your hope faster than a man will. Not one human. Not one specimen on this earth will. I'm just telling you. Because then they'll text something back and you're like, wait, ew.
Yeah, you text them and you're like, oh, hey,
Or
how's it going? And like, good.
And you're like, oh, dang.
You're like,
he's
this is going
He does
on.
not care. Yikes.
because it takes away that like, what if that hope
Like,
when
he's
you
gonna
actually
respond like this great
see
thing.
them,
and
you
you're
talk
like,
to them, and you
"Oh,
realize
Yikes.
Yeah, and it's okay because I have very impossible standards for myself in everything, probably, right? I would say so. So, like, I'm like, oh, I'm never going to speak to them again. Doesn't happen, unfortunately, for myself. So, you let yourself reach out. Don't reach out too much, guys. I know you're going to want to, but just
I feel like they probably
well,
have a vibe.
sporadically, I would
Have a
like
vibe they
to.
probably don't. I feel like they more like don't at all.
Look, just to be safe.
That's my
Christina
vibe.
thinks
To be safe.
everyone watching this is the same.
That's
No,
my
that is
vibe.
simple.
No, I've
That's
done it.
normally what happens with
No, I've gotten-
podcasts.
No,
Guys.
it's my vibe from talking to our fans.
What I've learned
That
is like,
when I
all of
did a bunch of I did a bunch of polls, obviously, right? I've done a lot of polls, and I always thought our fans were more of the reach out a lot type. And then when I started doing a lot of these polls about like attachment and stuff, I realized from all that most of them, the majority of them were like, back up.
Yeah, but
like,
that
I don't
can
even
go
talk
out
to my
the
crush.
window
type.
when you are sad and you
No,
miss
you're right.
someone.
It's a hard thing. It is a
So
hard thing.
basically, I just had to reach
You don't have
out.
to throw yourself on the floor and be a doormat
Yeah.
for them to step on.
It was so bad. Oof. Ugh. And then
It
you.
was bad that you reached out.
No, I'm just thinking of how I was feeling, and because you were like lying on the floor, doormat, whatever. I was like,
Oh, you did that.
no, I was not a doormat, but I was just sad on the floor, and then I was like, ugh, this
So
is
what do you
horrible.
feel like you're journaling in your sentimental place and
Also, being real with myself, like, because the times that I want to like talk to this person, or a person in general.
Sounds so mysterious.
No, because also it's like there used to be a catalog of people that I would call when I was just like, driving home. I had a call list, you know? And so then sometimes you have to get real with stuff. You're like, this is sad. Sit.
Ooh.
Sit. This is uncertain. Sit. You are scared. Sit. And then you're going, oh, I'm sad. Oh, I'm uncertain. Oh, I'm sad. And then it passes.
Mm-hmm.
And you keep doing that until you see them. And then it doesn't hurt as much. Every time you sit and you let it out, it doesn't hurt as much later.
That's what you, in this situation, are you saying that is what really got you through it?
Yeah. I had to learn to do that because it took a long time. But it also took years of emotional revelations to actually fully understand and then fully move through it.
Understand
But it
what?
wasn't like what actually happened, what I perceived happened, how I felt about what happened.
Doesn't it seem like the main thing for all of us, probably, and all human beings, from the stories you guys are saying, I feel like it's acceptance is the problem.
Yes.
This happens and you just can't accept it. You won't accept it. You don't want to accept it.
Yeah.
And then once you're actually able to accept it, that seems to be the point where you actually can move on with your life.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get. So the journey is basically journeying to get to a place where you can actually accept that it's like grief, really.
Yeah.
That it ended and you're like, I'm accepting this is over. I'm accepting maybe there's no chance.
Yeah,
But I'm
and it
accepting for
sucks.
now that I'm choosing to move on without the person, which is really hard. You just want to hold tight. Right?
Yeah.
Does that seem to be the root?
Well, can I go into mine?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's
So I was
see.
gonna say-
Let's see.
Because I'm thinking back through my catalog. I love that you just used that word. That's so
Back through my
winked at me.
catalog.
He goes,
This guy winked at me at a party the other day, and I was like, "Did you just wink at me?" You just winked at me. Yeah, but I don't wink at
Wait,
him.
you winked at her because a guy winked at you?
No, it reminded me of that story.
did he wink at you like a, or
no,
like a?
just like so weird. I don't even know him. He thinks my name is Emily.
Wait, what?
He
what is your
winked at me
name?
from across the room.
Why?
And I said from across the room, "Did you just wink at me?" And then
What?
he was like, "Yeah, I guess I did." I said, "Why?"
Wow, he was really trying to back out of that one. I guess I did. I didn't mean anything.
He
Okay.
thinks my name
All right,
is
so
Emily.
anyway,
So.
I thought through my catalog of breakups, dissolving relationships, whatever. I don't really have any breakups because no one ever asked me to be their girlfriend. But you know, we'll just say things, whatever. Okay, I can't think of a little right. So there was a bunch where I like painfully had to like, you know, just stop. But then there was one where I actually figured it out, and it was crazy because I was obsessed. Now, first of all, I was obsessed, which I really think is emotionally triggered. I was emotionally triggered over like 10 different men in my life, which is a lot to
Emotionally
go through
triggered.
that so many times. Because it's like, oh my gosh, I can't eat. I'm throwing up all the time. I'm stressed. It's like, not just like, oh, I'm obsessed with him. It's like, this is destroying my body, mind, and soul. Yeah, so I've been through that a lot of times, and there was one time, one of the last times, where I actually figured it out. So I was just like obsessed with him, and like couldn't stop wanting to see him all the time, even though I didn't see him that often. I was just like, it took over my whole life. And then we had to go on a Europe tour in like the beginning of 2015, and I was like, oh my gosh, because it's this weird thing where the person is already over you and they weren't even into you that long, and it was so confusing. Like, I know what I'm feeling, and yet why am I feeling this way? We didn't really have this deep connection. We weren't even close. He doesn't care if I live or die. Like, why do I feel this way?
A lot of people are probably like, why? That is a really good thing to point that out.
Thank you.
Why do I feel
Well, it's
obsessed
weird.
with
Yeah,
someone?
it's creepy.
I think you think probably when you're a kid and when you grow up, whatever, you're like, I think you fall in love with someone and then you have this deep close relationship, and and then you have like these strong feelings. But really, it's weird
Well,
that
no,
humans
you could
can
hang out
humans can
once.
develop really strong, long-lasting feelings, but they're
Everyone tells
They're
you
a
in,
certain
like,
thing.
in movies and TV, everyone tells you like if you feel something for someone, you're just in love with them
You mean
or whatever.
never give up on
Yeah.
someone you
Can't
go,
stop
go a day
Day
without thinking about.
This
Don't
is
listen to
this
that.
is
That
give up. No, this is
No,
false.
not always, but that's
That's
not a good thing to live by.
horrible advice.
That's
okay?
really bad
Voracious.
advice.
Sometimes your feelings about people are something else. So
Sometimes it's trauma bonding.
This is what happened.
True.
So, well, not even that though. Like I was like, what the heck?
Infatuation, limerence.
Why
Great word.
do I feel?
Wait, I want to read
well,
the.
hold on. I felt all this like.
It's a great
Well, let me
word.
get through this because
Yeah,
I
you
need to
tell
piece
'em.
these together. Okay, I felt all this obsession, this anguish, this anxiety, all this stuff, and literally like nothing happened. So we had to leave for a month. And it's like, oh my gosh, this person doesn't even care about me, yet I don't want to leave and be away from them. It's like, you're going to miss, oh my gosh, I'm going to miss all these opportunities to see them or talk to them, even though you're not talking. It's really confusing. Like, I feel like I'm missing my life, right? So we go away and I am destroyed. My soul and body have literally been like torn in half, okay?
Oh
I can't
my
function. I'm sitting in the bathtub every night listening to the most
In the
emo-
bathtub?
in the bathtub of like hotels, Airbnbs, wherever you were.
with water, not just
No,
sitting in the bed.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Or I'm
I
like
had a
in the
different
bath,
visual.
whatever. I'm in the bath.
my
I'm like
visual.
listening to the most emo, screamo songs before
like,
emo wasn't dead, okay? Emo was dead, but not for me. I was like, ah! And I was just like, what is going on? I can't, like, I'm not okay. I realized that
We love it.
how do I like phrase this? Basically, I don't know. I wasn't always like super close to my dad or whatever. We don't need to get into like personal history, but I just didn't have a relationship there. There wasn't a lot. And I was looking for this connection with my father, but I was putting it on random strangers or people. So like even if I connected a lot with a guy, I've connected a little bit. I was always looking for something way deeper for my birth human creator, whatever you want to call it, to form a relationship. And I didn't. So I just kept hitting a brick wall every single time. And I'm shocked that I was even able to get over some of these people before I realized that, because I was so obsessed. It's like you just painfully let time pass by until you kind of forget about it, like years until you forget. But once I realized that, like, oh, I want to hang out with my dad more. I want to talk to him. I want to like get to know him more or whatever. Like I want to be close.
Deep.
I immediately stopped caring
It's
about
too
this
deep.
person who was tearing me. I kid you not. When I connected that, not
Whoa.
immediately, but very, very quickly,
Whoa.
was like, I don't care.
Because you got to the real root of the
Because
issue.
yes, because it's like someone's wearing a mask and then you take off the mask, you see who it really is. Like, oh, you are the person that I was like crying over and just like wanting to be close with. And that's why I felt like I was missing things when I left, because like
That is
I'm missing
deep.
time to connect with my dad. Crazy.
Deep.
But he was
Because
there
it's all these
deep.
intense feelings. You are feeling them for a reason. It's not no reason. It might just be on the wrong person.
Yeah.
I mean, and it could even be over like your mother or your sibling or anyone that you're like really, really, really actually connected to. That's what it's
Wow.
about.
Or even
So-
just like a lack of connection generally.
Yeah.
You don't
Oh, yeah.
really have friends
Well,
or anyone
yeah.
that you're close with.
Anyone you're
Or
connected
also
with.
another one
Such a good
that
point.
my friend, no, I'm kidding, that can be experienced is this voracious feeling that you just wanted to feel special and then you don't feel
But
special when
that's
you broke up.
right,
Yeah.
because you wanted it from like your caretaker.
yeah. And you
And
have
it's like-
these like
It's a lot easier because it's like, oh, that's someone I can talk to. That's someone I can just reach out to. That's someone that I
Yeah.
am forever connected to. Like,
Yeah.
everything makes more sense because you're so confused before. Like, what is happening? Why do I feel this? Why is it literally destroying my body? So
I get it.
that was the time where I actually like figured it out. And then there was like there was like a time or two after that where I still got like way too into someone. But once I like connected it again, I was like, all right, I gotta stop. Like, but once I remembered that and put that connection back together, because it's like a few years later, it's just so much easier to move on. And sometimes it could even happen with like a friend and like your mom or something.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's all these different faces that you can connect things to, but it's just if you're feeling way too many feelings for a situation and you're like, this seems like too much, you're probably just feeling it about something else. You just got to think, what
Good
could
rule
this
of
really
thumb.
be about?
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I want to read the limerence definition because I feel like I already threw it away. I feel like it was very fitting. This is a random one I just found. What is limerence? Limerence is a state of infatuation or obsession with another person that involves an all-consuming passion and intrusive thoughts. It is often a result of not being present either through trauma or certain childhood development issues.
Oh, yeah.
And there's 3 stages of limerence. There's all this interesting stuff on limerence. I didn't hear about this phrase until a couple years ago. And then I was, 3 years ago? Now I was like, whoa, I wish I had known this a long time ago. But you guys should, if you're having some similar issues, especially just like what Lisa was talking about, you should look up limerence and then look up videos on YouTube that talk about limerence. It's real, like there's a lot of like psychologists and such talking about it on YouTube, therapists, and it's really interesting. So just a little tip. Okay, so to get to mine. Okay, I've talked about this on Patreon, but we have a lot of new patrons, so probably, I don't even know if all of you guys saw this video that I did about breakups. It was like a while ago, but I feel like I discovered a format.
Typical.
This is very me. I discovered a format to get over a breakup that I think that worked incredibly well.
A course?
Basically,
She's selling
yes.
for $100?
No, but basically it was from a book. So I had a really depressing breakup and I literally couldn't even eat, which never happens for me ever.
I remember that.
I was 19.
Oh, you started wearing all black and listening to emo
Oh my
music,
gosh.
which you never did.
It
No,
was so
before that, she
depressing.
was wearing her magenta tank top and navy blue shorts, going on a walk. Yes.
Wait, I'm going to talk about the walks.
Like,
I'm going to get there.
sorry. Yeah, she was wearing that same outfit
gonna
all the time.
Get there.
I just remember
So-
the emo thing, and I was like, what happened?
I was just like, I hate my
That was
life. I can't
weird.
eat. I literally couldn't eat. It was horrifying. I literally couldn't eat. Like I ate one Nature Valley bar for the entire day. Everything I like attempted to eat, it was like being pregnant. I was like, I'm gonna throw up.
That's
But
what happened
then
to me.
it
I
was
literally had a
so
green
horrible.
juice and a bag of M&Ms.
I
That was my
could
day.
not eat. That has literally never happened to me. So it was just horrifying. So I was in so much pain. It was like my first like real huge insane heartbreak that I was like, I'm gonna die. That like all the most intense feelings you can think of. I'm going to die, basically. So I was like, here's my problem. I didn't know anything about emotions because I was, oh wait, did I say 19? I was 18. Okay, close enough. I was 18. I had almost zero knowledge at all on emotions because my emotional awakening started at 17, and that was the very,
I thought you
very
said
start.
emotional weight gaining.
My emotional awakening. I was dead emotionally until I was 17, like completely, really. And then it started when I was 17. I started to be like, oh, I feel more than anger, happiness. I was just very confused. I had no idea. So basically, I had the breakup and I just tapped Lauren's hand and she slowly moved it away. She's like, okay, anyway. And I was like, what does I didn't have an older sister. I didn't have any, I'd never seen anyone go through a breakup.
She was the guinea pig.
I was like, what do I do?
Yikes.
So I was like, what do I do? I have no idea. So what did I do? I went to the bookstore
There
and I went.
there was no YouTube. The bookstore was
There
YouTube.
was no YouTube. This was 2008.
Well, maybe
Nine,
it was, but it
2009.
wasn't what it is now.
Okay, there was YouTube. We were on it. It
There was no
2009.
WikiHow.
But there were no there was
WikiHow.
there was nothing like this on
There
YouTube.
were no gurus.
In 2009, okay? So I went to the bookstore and I went to the self-help area and I found, oh my gosh, there's all these breakup books. This is awesome. Okay, it was not awesome. I started reading them. Trash. I read, like I skimmed through so many. Probably went through like 20. I grabbed all that I could find. And I was like, this is trash. Because all they were saying was, cry with your girlfriends, eat a bunch of ice cream, watch a sad movie. Like, okay, that is like a natural thing. This tells me literally nothing that could ever help me. I don't know, whatever. Scream into a room. I don't know. Weird stuff, right? Just like whatever. So
I mean,
went
Amy
through-
probably needed to read that. She's like, I'm fine.
Okay, yeah, maybe Amy did. So I went through all these books and I was like, man, none of this is helping me at all. What am I supposed to do? So then I found this book, Mars and Venus Starting Over.
Yes, I mean, I found this book.
Why did you look at me
Why did you look at her?
I don't know
Because I was
the
saying,
answer.
I found this book
Yeah,
and
I'm
I was
like-
going to tell you.
It feels like you're saying, and the book was the dad thing. And then you,
I didn't
you're
say
like, go on a
that,
walk, roll over.
I didn't
And then you
say
make
it.
food, more money. Our dad has this thing where he says like fill in the blank, and he thinks it's the most obvious
you have
answer in the
no
world.
idea.
You don't know what
It
the
is
blank
never
is.
What he's talking. He's
what
like,
you
guys,
think it is.
every year when we pay our taxes, The number one thing we do is, and then we're like,
Use an accountant. He's like,
no.
go through your write-offs. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, that's not what I was doing. But
Gotta
anyway,
write it all off.
That's what I thought. I
so
was like,
this book literally changed my life because I was so emotionally illiterate. It changed my entire life. It was telling
What
me.
book?
I just said it.
yeah, you gotta say it again. It got
Mars
swallowed
and
by a
Venus
flood.
starting over. It's about mourning the loss of someone, like a death or death of a relationship.
Or like any kind of loss too.
Any-
I've read it also.
Well, yeah, loss.
hamster.
Any kind of loss. So
Yeah, like a
it's
job
it's
loss
really
or-
great. So what I learned from that was that I needed to feel all my different emotions, like my anger, my sadness, my fear, my regret, my love, and my forgiveness. And I learned it's not a bad thing to think about the positive, happy moments and like be grateful for them, cherish them, and just be like, oh, I'm glad that happened. The end. Not like fixate on them. And it's also not a bad thing to go through all the things and realize, oh my gosh, I regret this. Oh my gosh, I'm really mad about that. So as I started to do this, I started journaling every day. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so mad. I was furious because I realized how mistreated I was. He did not treat me well. And I was just like,
He was
I'll
a
do
piece
everything
of
for you. Let me
roadkill.
buy you lunch and drive you everywhere, blah, blah, blah. What did you say?
But he was a piece of roadkill.
Honestly.
He acted as though he were one, I would say.
I would agree with that.
I would definitely say
He just laid there.
Yes.
that is what he did.
Paid for a
He
minute.
didn't lift one finger, but I didn't know
Didn't
I had.
his mom buy you a Valentine's Day gift
Yes.
instead of
He's
Or did he
he's
take it from her?
Hey, my mom. No, that's what I thought that on another occasion. But listen, I was the first girl dating. I had no idea what I was doing, what to look for. I just had absolutely no idea. So I was like going in blind, you know. So anyway, we won't get into all his stuff. But the point is, so I started expressing all these feelings, and it was like this huge awakening for me. And this is crazy because I was really depressed. I was going through a deep, dark depression. It was really intense from 15, and then there was like up and down from 15 on, and well, earlier than that, but really I was in a steep depression in this point, right?
Yes.
As I started expressing my feelings and doing all these things in the book, which I did through journaling, talking, thinking, and on my walks. So I started walking 10 miles a day. I couldn't do anything. I went on 2 5-mile walks every single day.
Oh, great. So not eating and walking
I know.
10 miles.
I lost 10 pounds in a couple weeks really, really fast. It was terrifying. But I gained it all back pretty fast. As soon as I got my appetite back, I ate Ben & Jerry's every single day, and I gained it all back.
Too.
So it was okay.
See,
but,
the books did teach you something.
But anyway, I was walking 10 miles a day. I was thinking about everything. I was listening to a lot of music that helped me get through. I wrote songs
a lot of
about
Lil
it.
Wayne.
It was a lot of Something You Forgot by Lil Wayne. And then You're Not Sorry, Taylor Swift. And then there might have been
that's
one more, but those were the
applicable.
main.
The flood.
And then the craziest thing happened. Not only did I one day actually, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to say you are trash, but I'm saying
You treated me like
you are trash, but I don't really mean that. But
Our situation was trash.
yeah, one day I realized that was horrible. And then my depression like really, really lifted. And I got out of my I was in like a pretty severe depressive episode for a while, and it lifted because I was expressing myself. I wasn't repressing everything all the time. I wasn't in this horrible, dark place.
You were purging your feelings.
It was my first experience of coming out of depression that gave me hope for future moments in my life to realize, oh my gosh, I can come out of a major depressive episode. So it was win-win. And then a couple months later, I met Nick.
Wow, so it was win-win.
And then everything was easy from then on. I never had a problem after that.
never again.
It was perfect.
She's never stopped smiling.
I never stopped smiling. No, I'm just saying it was cool that after this huge, horrible moment, I met my soulmate. Well, I didn't meet. Yeah, you know what I mean.
They got married like
He is your
And then
8 years after
100
that?
years later, we got married.
Yeah, 100 years later.
They were covered in cobwebs at their wedding. People thought they had died. But
To be
then-
fair, I did meet him at 19, so I wasn't like, I wasn't like, woo, gotta get married now. I've tapped
She's
Lauren's
trying to
hand,
kill me
and
today.
I've touched her mic.
Oh
I'm trying
my
to kill
gosh,
her.
how did you live?
I don't know, Lisa.
Okay. Anyway, we're gonna move
on.
on. That is the whole thing. That was pretty deep.
That was
You
real
know, I have
deep.
one more thing to say.
Let's hear
As
it.
Sim Hunt
Okay,
said,
windbag.
oh yeah, that's me. I just blah 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 forever. No, that's you. No,
That's
I know what I
Catherine,
want to
guys.
say. I
Let's be
say
real.
it succinctly. Go.
Okay,
you
it's really
think?
Catherine or me.
Anyway,
Okay,
I was just gonna say, like Sim Hunt says, sometimes you gotta move to move on, and that is literally true. There's multiple people I did not move on from until I moved to a different state.
So Lauren's advice: leave the
Move.
state.
Okay.
Yeah, flee
Thank
the
you.
scene.
All
So
right.
I'd love to leave it at that.
Okay.
Love that.
Wait, what's our next segment?
Yeah, the
Rander?
last one is Sister Spotlight.
Oh my gosh,
Boom, boom, boom,
I
boom,
forgot about this.
boom.
Even
all
though you know
know
who it is,
who it
let's do it
is.
anyway. This week,
Real quick.
we're doing Sister Spotlight, where we spotlight one sister every single week, and she does her segment. We have Get Real with Christina. Crap, I don't know what we're
come
calling
on.
Lisa's.
Long, come
Lisa, whatever it is. Kath, if she comes back at some point soon. I don't know what that one's called either, because I don't know if we're changing it. And
Amy's Current
Amy's Current Crisis,
Lauren's
and
Take.
Lauren's Take. And this week, the sister the spotlight shines bright on is Amy. Amy's Current Crisis.
Guys, I got a real doozy for you today. I'm so excited.
We might have new people who have no idea what's going on. Well, it's the second episode, but maybe you knew. Listen, Amy. Okay, so I did come up with this, not to toot my own horn, but I did come up with this.
It's one of my favorite segments ever.
Amy has had many crises
Oh,
since
yeah.
the day she was born.
Since I popped on the scene.
So she
Since she
always
wanted braces for like 6 years and photoshopped them onto her
I
and
wanted
then
to be
what,
older,
glasses?
okay?
Since she
I wanted to
wanted
look more
braces?
mature.
Okay, stop it.
Because that's what you do when you're old.
Braces.
Because that's what you do when you're old. You had braces, so I was like, that's what you do to be old.
Now she fears aging in the
Okay,
future.
I don't think I hated braces.
Yeah, not aging, but the future.
Okay, guys, can you stop? I'm trying to explain it. My point was.
Oh, go.
My point was, Amy, at any given time, if you ask her, like, what's your crisis right now, she has a current crisis. So why not share it?
Not as much. Well,
Why
kind
not
of.
share it with the public? Amy's always telling you, whatever her thing is, guys, and then she'll tell you like a few times, but I'm a listening
A
ear.
few times.
I listen many a time. Or she
True.
calls you, Christina,
I can't do it.
and
Yeah.
you know what? We embrace
She
it.
calls you. I can't walk into this party when I do.
Get out.
So this has become a fan favorite. We love this segment, and let's hear it.
Give
Amy.
us the juice.
I
Go.
will say, through therapy, my crises have been a lot less intense.
Minimized.
Yeah.
I would
anyway.
say yes, or less frequent maybe.
I would say the intensity has definitely gone down.
Oh yeah.
They've become more reasonable.
You're
They're
more
much
can
more
like
reasonable.
deal with them.
Good for
Yeah.
you.
Cause
Good for
guys,
you.
All right,
Yes.
come on.
well,
You're a great person.
Thank you.
Let us have it.
Okay. So
Okay.
this crisis comes from a trip on the
From
road.
Jill in Des Moines.
A road trip.
This crisis comes from Jill in Des Moines.
Yes. So I was come on down to Florida. No, I was going to Florida, Florida, as they say. And I was driving on a road trip, which I don't know why. But I was like, this is my car, I want to drive. So then I was like, because like I got to feel in control sometimes.
You had to take your car and you didn't want anyone else to drive.
Yes.
Got
Like,
it.
fine,
Got it.
I'll
No,
drive,
that makes
even though
perfect
I hate
sense.
drive.
Yeah,
I would
but
definitely
now
do
I
that.
kind of like it more. Like I like it a lot more. I've always had
Not yesterday.
a
Because you're like, please drive. I don't want to. Okay.
You don't even talk about yesterday. You were the one who was going to murder someone.
Go.
Anyway,
Yeah, I didn't say I didn't want to drive.
I'm
It's
glad I
okay.
didn't drive. Anyway, so
I thought that was
because
opposite of what you
I am
said.
chill and relaxed, okay? I do not run high on any anxiety scale ever, and it is never exacerbated by driving or operating
Oh my gosh.
heavy machinery.
so, I'm driving and I'm yelling because that's what I do. Because
Never
as
seen it.
you guys may or may not know, the root of rage tends to be fear. And I get rageful when I'm scared.
It's very true.
Guys, I started making a list of everything I hated on that road trip. Everything about driving or the road that I hated.
You start yelling it, I'm
Yes!
guessing. I can
And
picture
this
it.
list is so just bizarre. Okay.
Who typed it up?
Oh, Ariel.
So
okay.
someone was sitting there going, I need to type this
Yes,
up.
because it was great. Okay, I'm glad you did. So, number one hate, These were not on the road at this moment, but
you were
bicyclists. They're my number one enemy. I hate them.
So wait, you did not see any bicyclists be like, you know
Like,
what
I hate bicyclists.
Guys, this list is long, so buckle up.
Okay.
Anyway, so I was like, I hate bicyclists. They literally think they're a tank. They're not. I'm going to crash if I have to go to the other lane. It's just, no. Hate them.
That's a good point.
In the same vein, motorcyclists. Erratic. Irrational.
Hint, hint. Michael.
Usually not wearing enough protective clothing. Semi-trucks. Don't get me started on semi-trucks. No.
Why?
They roadblock. They go slow. They confuse you. They try to crush you.
scare you on the
They
corner?
scare you because they're going to flippity doodah.
I actually saw a flipped semi-truck.
Yeah.
It does happen.
Does happen.
No. Next up, tailgating. Tailgating. I will call all your mothers. No. Do you want to die? No. So stop tailgating. It's dangerous, not effective, doesn't get you where you're going
Stupid.
faster. It is risky business. Next, steep mountain grades. Where the
What?
Steve
where
who?
the road goes down.
Steve Madden crates. That's what I heard.
Steep mountain grades.
Great.
Yeah, where
Great.
it's going down. We're yelling
She's
timber.
speaking in like
Going
PhD.
quick.
Yeah, what? Steve. Wait, Steve Mountain. Crates, not Steve.
So like
Steep hills.
Okay. Are you saying a steep hill? Okay.
But the sign says steep mountain grades. It was like we were driving to Atlanta, and you know that place where it's going down?
No,
Where
I
it's
don't.
timber, it's really fast.
Steep mountain grade.
It's scary. And then I
It
just
just goes
hated that.
downhill.
I hated
Did
it.
you know you have a break?
Natural rise and fall of the earth.
And then I also hate myself, but not in a bad way.
What?
It's just on the list.
Tina, don't act like you never thought
Driving under
I hate
80 miles an hour made me very angry.
Over
Don't know
or
why.
under?
Under.
I hate to break it to you, but I don't think there's anywhere in any state where the speed limit is 80 miles an hour.
Yeah,
Except-
same. What are you talking
Possibly,
about?
wait, possibly in Montana.
Montana, maybe.
I think
Maybe
we
I should
had-
go there.
I think
Yada
there was a
bum.
place.
I'm not a fast driver, but this trip,
Apparently
I
you
was like,
are.
I need to get there. I'm tired.
of
Anyway,
it.
next thing, traffic. First of all, nothing makes you feel more helpless and angry. And that is why people veer off the road to do dumb stuff because they don't want to get trapped. It's at the root of the problem, I'm telling you. They don't want to be helpless.
Okay.
Next, using
don't.
the brakes.
Not you.
No, and we have the same
using-
issue.
Wait.
You
say that
see the
again.
brakes.
Yeah.
You
'Cause
hate
we were in
using the
traffic,
brakes?
And I had to keep slamming on the brakes. And Lauren was not there, thankfully, because she would have been judging me
Judging you, not
for not being friends with the brake. Anyway, next, the two motorcyclists on 24 East. I hated them. They were mean because they were being erratic.
Okay.
The wooden semi, LOL. That was another offender. I don't know.
Is this like a little toy that was in your car?
It was a semi that had like
Made out of wood planks.
yeah.
Hated
It was
that
just
guy.
an offensive driving vehicle. I don't
Okay.
remember why, but they were on my nerves. Next, semis in the left lane for no reason. That just made me angry because I was like, I have to go. I have 10 hours. Get me out of here. We left at 1 p.m. I'm going to die before I get there. Next, this is the one. Agreeing to terms and conditions. Don't know why that's on the list. Don't know where that comes from. Do we know? No, but it's there.
Maybe it was just a
hate
list
it.
of things that you hated that day.
It just
No, no,
snowballed
no,
into
it
that?
This is, a list of everything that Amy hates today. Yeah.
Oh.
The
All
Rock.
driving except terms and conditions.
Yeah.
She was just thinking about
What
what she
was my
hated.
terms and it- But I do hate them. They're sneaky. Next. The rock that fell. Don't know what rock it was, but I was mad.
That
I was
fell.
mad.
Dwayne Johnson. Oh,
We
how
have
the
two
mighty have
more
fallen.
left on this list, ladies.
Okay.
When people weave between lanes, bro, get it together. It's scary. It's just
Annoying.
erratic. Like my driving test person called my lane changes. That's okay. But I cannot handle it when they're like, no. You're going to cause an accident and we're all going to be sad. And the next one is tailgating while speeding. Oh my gosh, it made me so mad because once again, you're going to get hurt. And I'm going to be sad. And I don't want anyone to be hurt. And tailgating is dangerous, as Lauren will back me up on. 'Cause
I
she hates
think
it too.
everyone agrees.
I think a lot of
She
people would
hates
back you
that
up on
it's
that.
dangerous.
So let's learn how to not tailgate. Let's keep our speeds fresh. Let's not fall rocks.
What?
And
Fall rock.
we'll get through this road trip together, guys.
Is that your list?
Yes.
Wow.
I think you should add to that list. Don't leave for a 10-hour drive at 1
We
p.m.
were stuck. We had work, and we had to go at 1.
You're crazy.
I know.
I would just postpone.
No, but we had to go. We had to do it. We got there like 11. It wasn't that bad.
Okay.
I was just scared.
Well, shoot.
So yeah.
Is
Those
that all
are
we
things
have?
that I hate. And I could probably think of lists of things that I hate in probably every genre of thing. Yeah, probably. That would be Google Translate.
Well, maybe we'll see one of those again in a future Amy's Current Crisis.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm guessing we will. It's a good idea.
Is that all we have on the program?
All right. That's the whole program.
That's the program.
That's the whole program. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one, which is a YouTube episode, but you guys get it a week
Should perk
early.
up. Say it again.
I can't perk
No,
up right
don't
now.
say it again.
This is my
Just
perkiness.
smile with your eyes.
That
No, not
work?
your teeth, your eyes.
Smile with smile with just your eyes.
It's not possible. All right, so thank you for watching our program.
I really tried that the other day.
We'll see you next time, folks.
Bye.
See you next time on the
Later.
Cimorelli Podcast.
You've been listening to the Cimorelli podcast. Follow Cimorelli on Spotify and subscribe on YouTube. You can also find Cimorelli on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.